Eminem, higher. Let's go. What's happening? My bar Mr. Fam. What's happening? You don't know, black. It's your boy Bar Miztah. I just want to say Happy New Year to all my peoples, all of my Bar Miztah fam. If it's your first time, listen, great way to start the new year, black. We are here. Now, listen, man, make sure to subscribe, people. We're on that road to 5K, you know, blood. Love all the numbers going up. I appreciate all of you, man. All of you. Subscribe, like off the video. Let's go, man. Hands up. We are not sticking. Who do we have? Eminem. Higher. Let's check him out, man. Let's go. Let's see what's up with this tune here.
Yeah, you know, I've been around for a while now. Not sure if I have much left to prove. Yeah,
I like the beats already.
I look at me now, I'm thinking, damn, how proud of me I am. What I did is nothing to sneeze at. Even if your allergies are bad, I'm up in the balcony in France. I look around, I see the fans, how they surround me in the stands. Probably could drown in a sea of hands.
All right. Loving it. I'm looking at me now, and I'm thinking, damn, yeah, how proud of me I am. What I did is nothing to sneeze at, even if your allergies are bad. There's nothing to joke at, there's nothing to take lightly, bro. You get me? Because he's come a long way, he's gone through a lot.
What I did is nothing to sneeze at, even if your allergies are bad. I'm up in the balcony in France. I look around, I see the fans, how they surround me in the stands.
I like that. Okay, up in the balcony in France, cool. I look around and see the fans, yeah. I see the fans, let's keep that in mind, right? How they surround me in the stands, yeah? So they surround him, they support him, yes, as we know, millions of people who love him or whatever the case is, but probably could drown in a sea of hands. Now, I like that sea of hands because you just get a visual, straight away of a big crowd and, you know, the sea of hands, but obviously, well, not obviously, but I think there's a double in here, where he says, where's it going? I look around and see the fans, how they surround me and in the stands. Kind of sounds like understands. How they surround me and the stands. So the fans that surround him and the stands, because I think certain things I've seen him say, I think his stands, you know, you guys are die hard for him, bro. And I respect that still. That's enough love, man. But what I think is he holds his stands at a higher regard, bro. His diehards who ride with him, ride or dies, because M's all about loyalty, as you know. So he's saying he surround him and the stands. He always plays with that stands. We've done it a few times. A few of you've pointed that out to me as well. A couple of times I didn't even see that. You know what I mean? So when he says that now, I tend to pay attention to it, man. You know, that's
Probably could drown in a sea of hands. They're hollering, yelling it out to me, and that's what I mean when I say that one day, some way, somehow, if I get the chance to get a crowd, I flip it around and have a crowd give me the chance. I've done it all, man, but in actuality, I haven't.
That's fire. That's fire. And if you're hearing that, that's rain. But anyway, let's go. What's happening here? Something he said, the way he changed his tone made that chance point out to me. And it's pointed out twice. Now I know somewhere where I was online. Well, I was on Gram. And I was scrolling on my timeline, was saying he said something to well, Snoop obviously. And he said something to Chance and I think it's Drake, they said. He said about they need to be careful, saying. But I think, well, not I know for a fact it's a tune I haven't done yet, so which means I haven't heard it yet. Because as you know, well, most of you know, I try to do these as blind as possible. So when I saw that, I was like, because that's my nightmare. I'm just scrolling right through. Once I see stuff, I have to deal with that later. So Chance, he's telling about his fans and that may turn on him and all of that, from what I gather. Now, there's two things I'm aware of fairly recently concerning Chance. One's good and one's not so good. Let's start with the good. Yeah, the good was, I think it was Dion Warwick. Was it Dion Warwick? She tweeted him and said, why is there a rapper at the end of your name? Yeah, like Chance the rapper. Yeah, why is rapper at the end of the name? And they're just teasing him, whatever the case is. And she's like, from now on, I'm Dion the singer. And I thought that was fire. Dion is nuts. I love that. But the problem I think Chance had with his fans is something concerning voting, from what I saw. And I think he said, ask your mom who to vote for. Or something along those lines. Don't quote me. Something along those lines. And I get what he was saying, but I see why certain persons were offended by that as well. Because at the end of the day, I think what they were trying to say is if you're old enough to vote, you should be old enough to go do your research and see what makes sense to you instead of taking someone else's opinion. Yeah, vote for this guy, vote for that guy or whatever, or this girl, whatever. You know, you should have your own say, basically. I think was a problem there. But that may be a lean into chance as well. The way he came with that. Let me just hear it again real quick.
That's what I mean when I say that one day, some way, somehow, if I get the chance to get a crowd, I flip it around and have a crowd give me the chance. I've done it all, man.
And of course, chance, C-H-A-N-T-S, like Eminem, yeah, chance as well. Fire.
Yelling it out to me, and that's what I mean when I say that one day, some way, somehow, if I get the chance to get a crowd, I flip it around and have a crowd give me the chance. I've done it all, man. But in actuality, I haven't yet. Where am I supposed to go from here? Really, I have no idea. All I know is every time I think I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever fucking been. Where am I supposed to go from here? Really, I have no idea. All I know is every time I think I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever fucking been.
In the chorus, there's some things going on in the background. I can't hear it properly, man. It's like talking or ad-libs or something. I'm not sure. I can't hear it properly. Well, let's go, man. If you know, let me know.
Got no time for no haters in this bitch, or toleration for the shit, but like medication, my dedication and the time it takes to do this shit reminds me of how
Fire.
overcrowded hospital waiting room will get. What I mean is maybe I have more patience than I'm able to admit. Yeah, but I'm still mentally stable.
Cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Reminds me how an overcrowded hospital waiting room will get. But I mean, it's maybe I have more patience than I'm able to admit. So he's saying he might actually have more patience than he lets on, because, you know, he tends to be like, oh, I ain't really got patience for this nonsense, short-tempered, whatever. But of course, it's a double, and I'm pretty sure this one's a double. Patience, P-A-T-I-E-N-T-S, as in a doctor, as in hospital. Patience that I'm able to admit, like you admit to the hospital. Yeah, so that was decent still.
Dedication and the time it takes to do this shit reminds me of how an overcrowded hospital waiting room will get. What I mean is maybe I have more patience than I'm able to admit. Yeah, but I'm still mentally stable. There's a three-legged table in this bitch. There was a switch, but I was grateful to trade the shit for the trailer with a hitch that would make me a raving lunatic. But I made it through my situation. I hit pay dirt, now I get paper like a stapler in this bitch. But just cause I made a little bit of change.
Listen! Nah, let's pull that back. That was fire. That was fire.
This shit for the trailer with a hitch that would make me a rave. Maybe I have more patience than I'm able to admit. Yeah, but I'm still mentally stable. There's a three-legged table in this bitch.
I'm still mentally stable as a three-legged table in this booah. Yeah? Obviously, he said he's unstable then. Clearly, because a three-legged table, come on, man. I mean, if you build it symmetrically, it could be, but you get it what he's saying. You get what he's saying.
Reminds me of how an overcrowded hospital waiting room will get. What I mean is maybe I have more patience than I'm able to admit. Yeah, but I'm still mentally stable. There's a three-legged table in this bitch. Fame was a switch, but I was grateful to trade the shit for the trailer with a hitch.
Woo! Fame was a switch. So it's a switch of lifestyle, yeah? It was a change. But okay, so fame was a switch, but I was grateful to trade that for the trailer with the hitch, yeah? Hitchcock. You know the thing already, but fame was a switch, like a belt, like a whip, fame, it beat him. He got licks for his fame, bro. Listen, man, the man did well. He's excellent. GOAT with the pen, as far as I'm concerned, undisputed GOAT. However, he had a lot of issues and still have issues to this day, as we all know, concerning the fame. So it's like a switch as well as a switch, if you understand what I'm saying.
That would make me a raving lunatic. But I made it through my situation. I hit pay dirt, now I get paper like a stapler in this bitch.
Paper like a stapler, we got that, yeah? Money, paper, yeah?
But just cause I made a little bit of change don't mean I've changed a little bit. Brain full of
fire.
Dangerous, can't distinguish this English language when it's lit. And I'm just parading you with it, it's shady till I'm 82. I spit this crazy, even Dre, he knows I'm a blow. Better get the handkerchief again.
Better get the handkerchief again. Oh, King, I need to remember that. I think I know he's talking about it. Anyway, brain full of wit, dangerous, can't extinguish this English language when it's lit. Yeah? When it's lit. So when it's lit, you can't extinguish it. You can't test him on the English language, as we know this man used to live with, probably still does, reading dictionaries right through. It was a hobby of mine as well. I don't know, it's just fun. Anyway, but that's his thing. He's the dopest with the words, bro. Yeah, he knows how to bend words and all of that. You will still get shady till I'm 80, but let's go back to this real quick. This English language when it's lit, yeah? So when it's lit, when it's on point, you can't test him because he's the one who's on point, but at the same time, English literature. Yeah, this guy is different, man. You would still get shady till I'm 80. I agree with that, and I believe that. That's a type, isn't it? Till I spit this crazy. Even Grady knows I'm a blow. Better get the handkerchief again. Now, this handkerchief thing I wanted to get to here. That reminds, I saw that. I didn't even hear the full, but as I see the handkerchief, it reminded me of that fire track we did with Logic, Homicide, where they were just barring the place down. That's what the most bar heavy. Yeah, that's just fire. Go check it out if you didn't see it, man. Anyway, Homicide, we said I can't remember the quote itself, but it said he spoke about bringing back the handkerchief, the fingerless gloves, and the bandana. I remember that because those bars were crazy. So I think he's leaning into that again. We like that shade with the bandana too. You know what I mean?
So where am I supposed to go from here? Okay.
Just in case you missed it.
You would think it's shady till I'm 82. I spit this crazy, even Dre, he knows I'm a blow. Better get the handkerchief again. So where am I supposed to go from here? Okay.
Nothing here this time.
Really, I have no idea. All I know is every time I think I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever fucking been. No,
I think it's just ad-libs. I think it's just ad-libs. Not much, but I think it's just ad-libs. I'm hearing it in the chorus, but I can't hear what exactly is being said.
Really, I have no idea. All I know is every
Turn it up a bit.
I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever fucking been. No, I talk about this shit a lot, but where am I supposed to go from here? Really, I have no idea. All I know is every time I think I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever fucking been.
Oh, now what am I gonna do? Ain't nothing, homie, I'm on the loose. Born a winner, damn it's so hard to lose. I can do it even when I'm trying to. With my record flopping, still go through the roof. This atmosphere is for a chosen few who was on their grind, making money moves. And you ain't gonna get there if you water it down. You gotta take shots with 100 proof.
Who this? Is this Sly Piper? Is this Sly Piper? Let me know, man. Because that's clearly not M.
Can do it even when I'm trying to. With my record flopping, still go through the roof. This atmosphere is for a chosen few who was on their grind, making money moves. And you ain't gonna get there if you water it down. You gotta take shots with 100 proof.
Been in since a 5-year-old.
Fire.
Through the roof. This atmosphere is for a chosen few who was on their grind, making money moves. And you ain't gonna get there if you water it down. You gotta take shots with 100 proof.
Been in survival mode since a 5-year-old. It was I alone since my track was Stone's viral notebook and microphone. But looking back how bad it was then, if it hadn't have been for the pad and the pen addict, mom and dad beat dad, I wouldn't have had the savage within having to win every.
I like that. If it wasn't for the problems and the trials and tribulations he went through, he dealt with, he's managed to overcome over the cases, he wouldn't be who he is today, as most of us, man, you know what I mean? Could just lean back to the year that just left us there. A lot of people say it was a worse year, la la la. Some people saying this year should be better, some saying that could have been the warm-up. Either way, man, that year is going to make us stronger regardless, man, regardless. We still here, we have stuff to do, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
It was I alone since my track was Stone's viral notebook and microphone. But looking back how bad it was then, if it hadn't have been for the pad and the pen addict, mom and dad beat dad, I wouldn't have had the savage within having to win every single battle I'm in. All I ever wanted was to be an MC. Tediously I wrote obediently, believing in me. EPMD must have had teaching degrees, learned to defeat enemies with the ink, thinking of these.
EPMD must have had teaching degrees. Come on, man. School of hip hop, man. Let's go.
Having to win every single battle I'm in. All I ever wanted was to be an MC. Tediously I wrote obediently, believing in me. EPMD must have had teaching degrees, learned to defeat enemies with the ink, thinking of these rhymes would be as easy as E, and graffiti would be like remedial reading to me. To my last breath leaves my lungs, I'ma beat my drum for the streets I'm from. The east side slums, gotta remind them, I'll take a folk out like feet by bum.
Oh my god. Wasn't even. Let's go.
As easy as E, and graffiti would be like remedial reading to me. To my last breath leaves my lungs, I'ma beat my drum for the streets I'm from. The east side slums, gotta remind them, I'll take a folk out like feet by bum.
Fire, blood. Listen, man. Till my last breath leaves my lungs, I'ma beat my drums for the streets I'm from. So shout out D, yeah? Detroit, but forget me, the east side slums. Gotta read mind numb. Gotta read. His mind's numb, but it's almost like read mine. Anyway, read mind's numb. I take a 4 out, like fee 5 fire, blood. Maybe the bar of the day, we shall see, blood. But that's fire, blood. Wow. A fee 5 4 from take a 4 out, take an enemy, take an adversary out, blood. Like fee 5 4. Bah. Let's go. That's fine.
As easy as and graffiti would be like remedial reading to me. To my last breath leaves my lungs, I'ma beat my drum for the streets I'm from. The east side slums, gotta remind them, I'll take a folk out like feet by bum. You see my finger, you see my thumb, you see my fist for a peace pipe. I'm here for the smoke, but it's not the weed I want. With this beat I brung, for the beef I've come, but you better.
I'm here for the smoke, but it's not the weed I want. Bring the smoke, bring the battles, bring the beef, bring your bars. Let's do this, man. He's on it.
The east side slum, got a remind them. I'll take a folk out like feet by bum. You see my finger, you see my thumb. You see my fist for a peace pipe. I'm here for the smoke, but it's not the weed I want. With this beat I brung, for the beef I've come. But you better bring it if you want to reply from. Just for you to be lyrically inclined.
What the?
My finger, you see my thumb. You see my fist for a peace pipe. I'm here for the smoke, but it's not the weed I want. With this beat I brung, for the beef I've come. But you better bring it if you want to reply from. Just for you to be lyrically inclined, it'll be a steep climb up. That'll be an uphill battle, but I'm up like your feet in a recliner. And I think
because for you to be lyrically inclined, yeah, it'll be a steep climb, it'll be a challenge, bro. Because I mean, even if you're lyrically inclined, you got work to do, this guy, blood. You know what I mean? But of course, incline, climb up, come on, blood. That'll be an uphill battle, blood. But I'm off kicking feet in the recliner, yeah. Looking like a typo, but basically what he's saying is feet up, yeah, like it's in a recline. Listen, man. Oh my God.
I brung for the beef I've come, but you better bring it if you want to reply from. Just for you to be lyrically inclined, it'll be a steep climb up. That'll be an uphill battle, but I'm up like your feet in a recliner. And I think I'm about to go out on a limb like a tree climber. Time to push my ceiling higher, cause where am I supposed to go from here? Hey, really, I have no idea. All I know is every time I think I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever fucking been. Last time, man. Where am I supposed to go from here? Hey, really, I have no idea.
Production.
All I know is every time I think I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever fucking been.
Fire, blood. Don't do blood. It's your boy Bob Mr. Dan. That was Eminem with a higher feeling that put them cans down, blood. Make sure to subscribe, people. As I said, I appreciate all of the support, all of the love, all of the comments, man. We could chat whole day. If you can see me answering a while, it's because I'm super tired up. I'm trying to get my little 1.5 hours sleep for 24 hours as per usual. Pick this video, pick that video, but just make sure to spread love out there. We shall link shortly.